Greetings and welcome to a new narration done by Dr. Torment. The following story may or may not prove rather sensitive to some listeners. Discretion is advised, and consider this your one and only warning. Now, with that out of the way, let us proceed. I'm the poorest man living in a mansion, and whenever I tell people that, they tell me to sod off. I really am, though, the poorest man living in a mansion, and my emotions get the better of me, unfortunately. So I go out in public, and I tell everyone that I truly am the poorest man. Everyone knows me because of the house I live in, and I have been neglecting keeping the doors locked, not caring when strangers come in to steal stuff. Recently, people are more interested in human-shaped UFOs. They all care more about otherworldly visitors than they do their own kind. Then a crowd started gathering as they were all witnessing another human-shaped UFO. And the UFO did have a human shape to it. I couldn't believe the amount of gathering there was for this human-shaped UFO. I tried to keep shouting at my peril at being the poorest man living in the mansion in the most expensive neighborhood. None cared, and all they cared about was this human-shaped UFO. Then, when I used a telescope to look closer at this human-shaped UFO, I couldn't believe it. It was truly humanly shaped. To me, it wasn't a UFO though, because I recognized it. It was truly a falling human, and it was one of my children. I started to scream at everyone that it wasn't a human-shaped UFO, but an actual falling human, that it was my child. One of my children falling through the skies, and everyone thought it was a human-shaped UFO. Then another human-shaped UFO could be seen, and everyone was so intrigued. They want to think that their area is a special place because their lives are so meaningless. I looked through my telescope to observe this second human-shaped UFO. People tend to carry telescopes in this area because that's how many weird things go through our skies. I was able to determine that the second human-shaped UFO was also my second child. Again, I tried shouting to get everyone's attention, but they all shushed me. My two children falling through the skies, and they reminded me of when I was truly rich, when I had all my children, parents, siblings, all living in my mansion. That's when I was truly rich. Then I borrowed them off to a stranger, because he told me that he needed some of that richness. Now they're all falling through the skies, including my parents and siblings, but everyone thinks they are human-shaped UFOs. I am truly the poorest man living in a mansion. And so we've come to the end of our session. I would like to take a moment here to thank all you listeners who have joined us in this session. I would also like to go ahead and invite everyone attending to go ahead and check the link found in the description below. It is the source of this particular story and the original creator, so do give them a special thanks and do let them know who it was that sent you their way. Your support means
a lot, and I cannot stress this enough, so please consider liking, commenting, and even subscribing to the channel. Then lastly, for those who are willing, consider having a look at our Patreon page and keep up to date with our latest narrations and some other opportunities. This was Dr. Torment bidding you adieu, and remember, don't fall asleep ever.